Welcome back to Underground After Hours. Today we're discussing the events of Trump's attempted assassination.
Recapping the extraordinary Olympics between Paramount and Underground.
With the highlight of my jousting victory over Scott.
Underground won. Underground Nutrition won.
Debatable.
I can lunge all over the place.
Yes.
Iceland.
Welcome back to Underground Nutrition After Hours Assassination Special, episode number 51.
50B.
I think we're just making up.
Let's do 50B and C and D until we actually get to 51.
Yeah, I was going to say after B. Are we
Episode
gonna go to C?
50B.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to edit those in the dashboard, the creator's dashboard.
The archives.
I was really worried that we're going to have to talk about the Hawk Tua girl today.
And then
Why? Is there something new? She's like everywhere now. I wonder if she got paid for that Barstool interview?
Up until yesterday, there was what we were going to talk about.
yeah, she's making money.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Shit.
so make your money.
Can we just...
Go.
The hawk part of that is wrong, right?
It is. Yeah, you don't do that.
I don't want to lose.
It's gluck gluck.
It's clock, clock.
Yeah. Gluck, gluck.
You can throw it, too.
That was crazy how well he did that.
You can throw it.
Well, it's in
Tua works.
the Barstool girl. Well, she's not Barstool anymore. I forget her name. Fuck. They were really good, big Barstool. I forget her fucking name, but anyway, she came up with the gluck gluck, so that's where I got it from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the girl was just like really drunk.
Yeah, wasted.
outside of a bar.
Yeah.
And that's
I
probably,
mean, it was endearing. It
It
was
was pretty funny.
Wholesome.
I laughed.
It was wholesome.
Yeah, I bet you it was true.
Apparently, her father's a big supporter.
I bet he is. If
which
she's
is-
bringing in.
Yeah, the amount of money she's probably bringing in.
I
She
mean,
was getting like 15,000, 20,000 for appearances.
in this day and age, I mean, that's pretty.
She'll clear $500,000 this year.
I bet. She's got merch.
She got merch, yeah.
She got merch.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, I thought we were going to be afraid that we're going to be stuck talking about.
Cool.
My idea was like the right wing astroturfed. You got the N-word girl
Yeah,
that was totally astroturfed,
big time.
and then there was the Hawk Tua girl.
But now we don't have to talk about that because something else happened.
I was trying to figure out how to incorporate that girl into a reel.
The Hawk Tua girl?
Because I've seen some pretty genius memes where like they have her and it's like
Yeah, Hawk Tua, and then it goes to like somebody like
washing
cleaning a
something.
tire.
Yeah, I saw like a soap,
Catching it with her mouth.
I
Yeah.
saw like a soap dispenser.
Yeah, that
with,
one was really
her-
good. Yeah,
with
the
a foam
fucking
step.
Yeah, that was really good.
So I've been for the last 2
You
weeks.
got to jump on those quick because if you miss it, then you just look silly.
Yeah.
It's got to be good. I mean, I even think she still has enough buzz around her that if we came up with a good idea,
Well, now, I mean, it's over. Everything. The news cycle has reset.
Now
Yeah.
you got to come up with something.
now
like
you
this.
come up with something. You know,
What was the movie? The movie was like the assassination of Jesse James and the Coward. You ever see a movie?
No,
It's
I
really
never
long.
saw that.
So
No.
they tried to get our boy. They tried to get him.
Who tried to get him? You think is the question?
They said it was some
Well, I think that's-
random
Some
kid,
loony.
some random lunatic.
I mean,
Right?
I think before we get into like the opinions and the
Where
thoughts on
where were you?
not just like the thoughts on. I think that we should acknowledge that what just happened for the first time in
In
a
our-
half a century.
Did
Somebody
it
has
happen in
made
our lifetime?
They tried to take out Reagan.
They tried to take out Reagan. What year
half
was
a
that?
century. It was almost 50 years ago.
I guess it was the 80s, late 80s.
Were we alive? Yeah, we were alive.
Okay, so 40 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good attempt.
Somebody has made an attempt on a president or former president, and
Looks like it's mostly Republicans. Oh no, JFK was a Democrat. I guess it's
Yeah, I guess it's
a
just.
coin toss. I guess it's whoever the government, the CIA, decides to.
Yeah, I think we should, have to also acknowledge that somebody else lost their life.
right?
Yeah, it's horrible. Imagine
terrible.
going to
Is it just one?
I think it's just one.
What,
I
and
think
then
two are
another-
critical.
As of yesterday, they were reporting the two people. Aside from the gunman,
Somebody was shot, as far as I know, somebody was shot in the wrist or in the arm. And somebody lost their life.
Yeah.
And I heard two critical.
Yeah.
But that's the fun thing about this is like once it happened, then it was just like an outpouring of misinformation.
Yeah.
Like
It was
from
wild.
all angles.
Twitter was wild yesterday.
Twitter was wild. I could not peel my eyes off of it.
Yeah, I was stuck.
Hours
Just
updating.
it was fucking. I was like a drug addict. Dude.
Yeah, I couldn't get off.
So yeah, I mean, I think before that, at least have the respect and decency to acknowledge that
Yeah, no matter what
an American leader, there was an attempt on, an American citizen made an attempt on an American leader's life.
Yeah.
You know that guy's last tweet, the guy who died?
No, what
So,
the
so he's like, anybody doing anything fun this weekend? That guy Cat Turd
this is
on
the
Twitter.
This is the
And he's like, yeah, I'm going to a Trump rally. That's
this
his
is the
last tweet.
shooter or the guy that passed away.
The guy passed away.
Okay.
That was his last tweet. The shooter, I'm even afraid to go with who they're saying it is.
Me too.
Because I don't know what's confirmed and what's
Me
not.
too.
I've seen no social media. I've seen
I've
people
seen
are saying
pictures.
people are like saying he was, they had like high school classmates with him saying he was bullied and he voted Republican,
Yeah, they said he voted Republican.
but donated Democrat.
It was weird.
Did a video for BlackRock.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the
Did
hell.
a video for BlackRock.
Yeah, 2 years ago, he was in a like a commercial for BlackRock. But again, I don't even know if that's I don't know if that's even the dude.
That's the problem with this whole
They,
thing.
they had another guy came out with a video saying like, I hate Republicans, I hate Trump, but you got the wrong guy because his name is whatever Cooks or whatever.
Yeah, Cooks. Thomas?
Thomas Crooks, I think.
Thomas Crooks.
Crooks.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever. Tommy Crooks.
Did you see it live?
No, I mean within the first 5 minutes or so,
Yeah.
I
A tweet.
saw the video of it happening, and my initial, I didn't know if he was shot multiple times. I didn't know if he was shot in the neck.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything. I saw him get up, but I've seen people,
The
get
adrenaline would have you pop
get
right
shot.
back up. Yeah.
I saw blood, and I'm like, it's game time.
It's on.
It's on. They fucked up.
Yeah.
This is gonna get weird quick. I think it's gonna get weird anyway.
Alex Jones is losing his mind on Twitter.
Well, isn't he always?
He is my
What's he-
favorite.
He's my least favorite.
He's
so
my
what is he
favorite.
saying?
I skip his videos.
Do you? I watch them.
I can't. do
He's
it.
so entertaining,
He
bro.
is. He's like. But
That's what I look at him.
I want news right now. I don't want.
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
it.
want to.
I want to know exactly what's happening, and I want the facts.
That's the problem,
never getting
is that
any
you're
of that.
not
Not
going to
gonna
get
get
the
them.
facts, but like you'll get more facts than what Alex Jones. Alex Jones is saying, pull all your money from the stock market. Trump and Biden are both going to get assassinated. The deep state is, in control and are about to unleash on us, and it's going to be World War III. Israel's going to invade Iran. Japan is going to invade China or opposite, whatever. It's just going to be all out bloodbath. So be prepared. Not saying that that's the truth, but that's what he's saying.
So I got some bookmarks here. I guess we can. You said you found out about it later. Within the first 5 minutes of it happening, I was on Twitter and I was watching the videos.
I didn't understand. I mean, the first I heard of it was the text message from you, but I didn't know. I saw your initial text message. I didn't know if you were talking about like some social media, like fitness drama. And I'm like,
It's on.
Yeah,
It's
you were
war.
like, it's war. I'm like, did somebody clap it underground or Paramount? And I'm like, we got to go fight.
That'd be pretty funny.
And
So you just ignored it.
so I'm like, and I was driving to a barbecue, and then the first thing I noticed when I got there was that there were people like crowded around the TV, and obviously there was a lot of food there.
Well, what barbecue did you get invited to that I wasn't invited to?
Somebody you don't know,
Did I know them?
buddy.
Oh, nice.
The person you refuse to acknowledge exists. You think it's just a
I think it's a made up friend. His high school
my
friend.
friend.
His
Since 5
imaginary
years
friend
old.
named Buddy.
Yeah.
My buddy.
Yeah.
Remember? Okay,
That's
good.
funny.
So I walked back and forth past the TV, making myself a plate 3 or 4 times before I actually stopped to see what it was.
I've got to get.
Yeah,
get some food. I gotta get some food.
The hot dogs were hot, you know.
I can't concentrate on the news
Macaroni
right now.
salad. So
Everybody's distracted. He's like, oh, the whole table food over here.
Table's open.
Can't be
there's
that
no, there's
Yeah.
no line.
Yeah.
And then I stopped, and like after like the 3rd or 4th time passing the TV,
Mouthful of hot dog.
yeah, like I was on the second hot dog by then, and
Mustard in your beard.
Kobayashi. The
Picture
table's
of
open.
just
I just
chewing on a hot dog, looking at the TV. Like,
And yeah, it was just it was wild.
It was wild.
And then that kind of puts the text messages into perspective from you.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, I swear to God, I thought that your initial text messages was that somebody like took a shot at
So
it.
looking
talk
back,
shit about me.
looking back on the text right now, it's war.
Yeah.
Well, I just figured you guys knew.
And then I was just like, guess we got our topic for tomorrow.
When
And you
I
were like, oh,
texted,
shit.
when I texted that, I didn't know. I heard multiple shots. I saw him grab his fucking neck and ear.
Yeah.
And I was
Like, holy shit, he got a headshot. He's going to die.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if he got hit in the body. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, if this is, I cannot fucking believe.
Your fourth text is my favorite.
What's my fourth text? Something.
It's about the person's name.
Okay.
But yeah, it was wild. I mean, and then as soon as you text that, I immediately went to Twitter, and then you just saw everything, and it's one of those moments.
How'd you feel? Because I'm telling you, I got kind of,
You got tingly?
I got like, I was a little.
Did you get sad?
I was a little upset. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even. I mean, I don't like love Trump as a politician. He makes me laugh. I said it last episode. The guy makes me laugh, and I lean right, probably harder than I would like to admit.
The average Joe.
Yeah, but I was like mad. I was like, when are we gonna like tar and feather journalists? Like, when is this like? This it's like the gaslighting of the century is like this guy's literally Hitler and threat to democracy and
The rhetoric
and the rhetoric
didn't help.
and then what?
So you think this is a direct result of the rhetoric?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
how could it not be?
look, it's like what the right
Unless.
the right says
Unless.
the right says about Biden is like he's a goofball and he's
old and senile.
and he's not running the country and his policies
People
suck.
say that Trump's a fucking,
But nobody's calling him like literally Hitler, or like
Yeah.
saying he's a threat to democracy, calling him a threat. You remember that red speech that he gave,
Yeah.
Biden gave about, warning against this guy and
Yeah.
everything that the
dictator.
even on the right, even like the rhinos, what they say about,
Project 25.
yeah, like what is the logical outcome? Like, so if you're an impressionable, like young liberal who's maybe been MK'd ultra and, and they're saying that this guy is like literally Hitler,
take away
and
your
gonna-
rights.
gonna kill trans people and
Yeah.
kill your gay people. Like, what? I mean, wouldn't you?
why wouldn't you
don't
take a
you
shot
have?
at
Don't you have the
Yeah.
moral high ground at that point?
Yeah, that doesn't have every screw, in their head. I could understand. Yeah.
And then they gaslight us and say like, like January 6th, like. The only person that died was on our team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some like laws were broken and it was ugly and stupid looking for the country. Sure, I'll even grant you that. Looked pretty silly, but at the end of the day, it was like pretty soft.
it was a pretty soft protest in comparison to fucking
Nobody tried to blow Nancy Pelosi's head off.
Yeah,
Maybe her husband.
Nobody was lighting buildings on fire and
Yeah.
looting. I don't know.
Yeah, it was very.
Well, you had was it Judge Scalia? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Scala?
Scalia?
Was an attempt was made on his life a couple years ago at a baseball game, right? Like a charity baseball game.
I don't know.
I don't remember
practice?
that too well.
Somebody shot him.
Oh yeah.
while he was playing baseball.
I vaguely remember
That's not
that.
funny, but
That's wild.
I mean,
Well, some of my favorite stuff to come out, it's just stuff that I have bookmarked for today. I have the BBC reporter laying in the ground on the ground. Did you see this big fathead guy?
I did not.
And he's got a good interview too.
He's laying on the ground
Okay.
about 10 minutes after it's happened. People are just walking in the background, cars are passing by, and he's like waiting for an all clear, and they're interviewing him. That was pretty fun.
What's he saying?
We're just laying here in the grass waiting for an all clear, and there's like literally just people walking
People
past
chilling,
him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the gentleman that interviewed the Trump? Yeah, he's the guy that interviewed the red-haired kid that
the
said
CIA
they saw,
plant. The clearly
He looked like a Fed. Yeah.
Who was that? Did you see that guy?
the red hair guy. You didn't see that guy?
The only interview that I saw was the mayor.
Oh no, they interviewed this guy that said he saw that they were trying to get the attention of the police officers in the CIA because they were on They weren't in the
in the actual rally.
correct. They were outside of it. They wanted to listen, and they had a clear vision of this, whoever it was, and they're trying to point to the CIA and the cops, and they're just like,
So there's a guy on the roof with a gun.
and they're just like, so.
I saw it like
Well, I mean, if I was there, I would have assumed that it was
I don't know.
Secret Service.
I don't think you would have.
No?
It was too far away.
It was too far away.
150 yards, right?
He's pointing the gun in the wrong direction,
And he's bear crawling.
and he's bear crawling on a roof.
Yeah, looking like he's doing
And
fucking
he's got long hair,
trench
like
warfare.
a surfer.
Yeah, but can you see how much of that can you actually see from 150 yards?
No, these guys were right there. They're like, there he is.
Yeah, these guys that he
These
was
guys who saw
interviewing-
him.
Oh, we're
there's-
not near the rally.
They're
No, they were
videoing him.
outside the rally
Okay.
because they just wanted to listen.
They were videoing him. So the timeline of events is like Trump starts speaking, and then shots ring out. And if you see, there's one angle where you can see the snipers on the good guys. You can tell that they can see something's going on. You could just tell by
You can
their
see
reaction.
where it's coming from.
You hear the shots, and I can never tell if those snipers actually engaged him because it looks like they reacted to the shots. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Now, after all this happens, so guy misses, hits Trump in the ear. It gets off maybe, I guess, 3, 4, 5
I think it was
shots.
5 shots.
He gets eliminated. I get in the process of trying to
It
shoot.
sounded like it was 2 or 3 shots slowly, like actual, like calculated shots. And then when he went down, it sounded like there was another 3 or 4 that were just rapid fire.
That's not what I heard. Was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pause, and then another shot, and then a girl screams.
Yeah.
I think that was the headshot that killed the guy.
Yeah.
But nobody's
You don't know.
nobody's explained this stuff to us.
Yeah.
But they're after the event, people are saying, and they have cell phone footage of it, is that outside of the perimeter, 150 yards away, there was high ground. And that was like this warehouse.
Yeah, like a
Company.
hangar style building.
You know, there was people who didn't have tickets to get inside who were gathered there to listen to Trump talk.
Okay.
They saw the guy on the roof.
Yeah.
Like a couple minutes before shots came
And
out.
they were like, yo,
They were
someone's on the roof.
alerting, yelling.
They're like,
So
yeah.
like he's got a gun.
And they were just like, so where? What? So that's why you got like these conspiracy theories that are just like, this was a
That they
coup.
let the shots go off.
Is that how you pronounce it? Is it a coup?
A coup?
Coup.
A coup. I mean,
That's like a
This is
military
just-
takeover?
yeah,
Isn't
this
it?
is just an assassination.
Yeah.
Coup would be like if Trump was in office and he got,
Oh, yeah,
and he
that's
got,
true.
and he
Yeah.
lost an election and
Yeah,
they
true.
decided to just take over power.
That's
Yeah.
what they're calling January 6th would be more
An
of like
attempted,
a coup.
an attempted
right.
coup.
Okay. Attempted coup. Okay.
So yeah, there's a bunch of eyewitnesses that, and a bunch of different angles where you can hear people alerting police to the guy on the roof. One guy is even filming him before he starts shooting. And
Yeah, that's where you saw the
and
video
people
of
are
him bear
screaming
calling.
like he's got a gun.
Yeah.
You can see him bear crawling on the roof.
And there's a ladder.
I don't know a lot about like Secret Service and like protection, but I'm fairly certain that there's some sort of big oversight, to say the least.
Yeah, I feel like they failed.
The guy had a ladder.
Yeah, there was a ladder up
There's
there.
there's pictures of the
There's
ladder,
pictures of this ladder that was placed there that he went up.
like 20 feet. So he had to place a ladder, climb a ladder, bear crawl across a roof, take aim, get a shot off that was so close that it fucking grazed the former president of the United States.
Yeah, somebody got a sick picture with the fucking bullet in like the back, like passing him.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that even real? Is
I
that
don't
even
know.
possible?
New York Post, the guy's going to win the whatever award that is.
I thought there was some better pictures.
But how is and I'm just being fair. I'm just trying to be
fair.
as like how can just like you're talking about, you're not convinced that the information that we've received is not confirmed. How confident are we that these photos of the ladder and like that's confirmed?
I don't believe anything.
Okay,
I'm not saying I believe anything, but
Because I don't
I've
think-
seen multiple angles of the guy on the roof and of live video. One from across where people were pointing him out, and one from right there where this guy Ross, because his wife is like screaming at him to like, she's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's just filming the guy bear crawling, and it's complete commotion. It looks like right before the shot took place, that like something like caught Trump's attention off to the right
because he looks. Yeah,
it looks like there's sounds like there might have been a little bit, like a millisecond before the first shot, like a little bit of a commotion off to his right, because he turns his head.
His right is the direction where the bullet came from.
His right, yeah. And he turns his head and it grazes his ear instead of going through his medulla oblongata,
JFK style.
Could you imagine of what today would have looked like if he just
blew his head off,
his brains off
it
on
would be
television?
Crazy. Be crazy.
Now, considering the size, and they're saying that it was an AR-15 or AR-15 style.
Yeah, those are big ones, right?
That round is huge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he
narrowly escaped.
I mean, it didn't even hit his ear, or else his ear would be gone.
Yeah, it might have been like the speed of sound.
That literally cut the. It might have just been like a friction burn.
Yeah, it could have been,
because they had something also. There was some article that reported that a bullet hit. This was World Star.
Nice.
That's where I get my news.
Yeah.
More like John's news.
A bullet had hit his teleprompter, shattering it, and the glass from the teleprompter is what caused the blood on his ear.
I mean, it's possible.
He also then came out,
but there's nothing in the frame that would suggest that. There's
there's no shattering.
There's nothing in the frame that
see
would
glass
suggest any of that.
Well, he came out later that evening with his own statement saying that he was shot in the ear.
Yeah.
Now, I know he doesn't always tell the truth.
It looks like that's
yeah.
what happens.
Yeah, he
reacts.
He reacted like he got bit by something.
I don't know how close a bullet like that needs to get to you to do damage.
Me neither.
But I would imagine if it was even a centimeter touches you, it's going to fucking open
rip some flesh.
It's 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah.
I like the left who's been anti-conspiracy for forever,
and now they're just
shaming anybody who questioned anything, and now they're like, "This isn't real.
This isn't real.
This is set up."
Yeah, I don't know how that would be set up, but
I don't know how it would be set up either. And I'm all for a good conspiracy theory, but walk me through it.
Nothing better than a failed assassination attempt to get somebody elected.
It's not
there's a movie about that.
It's not like Trump was trailing or needed the help right now.
No, they're neck and neck. I
tell you what.
So what's next?
I think it's a shoe-in now if he survives it.
If he survives, I mean, he is touched by God.
Yeah,
he's
maybe we get some updated odds.
He is the Julius Caesar.
Yeah,
and his son Octavian is ready to. The comparisons to Caesar and Octavian are my favorite.
Yeah.
Right? Now Baron Trump becomes Octavian.
Well, again,
Augustus.
I think that you need to. And I think it's. I know I'm really sitting on the fence hard here, but you need to.
I'm not.
I know you're not, but
I'm not. I'm saying be mean to these people.
But you're also a good person, and you need to.
I am, but
and
I'm
I know
saying
that you
bully
acknowledge the fact that.
Nah, fuck it. It's over, dude. Bully him. I don't care.
No, you're not letting me finish. I mean, I think it's we're laughing about the conspiracy theories and stuff like that, but you need to. We first need to acknowledge the fact that an innocent bystander died.
Yeah.
A husband, a father, convicted felon or not, was shot at. All terrible things, but the what I don't. I think it's what happens now. I mean, it's
what happens now. You get the political diatribes where the left goes, we should really cool the temperature down, guys. And where they're calling it a shooting.
Yeah.
They're doing anything but calling
incident.
An incident,
yeah. New York Times
Any
and
Trump
ABC
falls down after popping sounds.
Yeah, they wouldn't say that it was an assassination attempt, but
you're going to get political rhetoric, and you're going to get people on both. You're going to get the people on the right who are going to try to use this for political gain, which I think is gross. I think seize the moment in that we have the moral high ground.
Well, I've already seen the post that from obviously the one side of the aisle that says this is why you need to make it harder to get guns.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
I guess
they're also I mean, you got people like AOC coming out even though I don't see eye to eye with Trump, nobody should resort to violence.
Yeah, but you are the people that.
But do they believe that?
Yeah, they're just doing that.
I'm saying any other response.
I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it from them anymore. I don't want to hear it from politicians anymore. I want Trump to win this ticket. I want him to do what he wants to do with policy.
Yeah.
I want him to seize a triumph.
I want him to go straight Julius Caesar.
I do. At this point, I do. I want something to happen.
Well, you
Well,
can't.
something did happen. This could be the start of something pretty big, dude. Because
Yeah.
you hold
You know
the
what happened? He is going to be like a Julius Caesar type figure, and Julius Caesar's his biggest flaw was his like forgiveness, and that's what got him murdered. And Trump's going to take the moral high ground here, and he's going to try to cool the temperatures.
he wants everybody to like him.
He wants everybody to like him. He wants to be like, see, I'm not like out for blood.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to be his downfall. And that's what's going to give rise to Baron, Octavius, Augustus, Caesar.
Well, like him,
Trump.
like him or not, and I said this to you earlier on the phone when I spoke to you, Scott, that regardless of what you say about the man, he is ready to die on this hill. Like he's ready. You know, I mean,
Listen, I'll talk about courage all
there
day.
was some great photo ops out of it. Whether you want to say that they were intentional or not, you know,
I don't think
talked
they were-
about. I don't think they were intentional.
I don't think they were intentional,
No.
but I think he realized the opportunity.
I
he
think
had.
he was
But
genuine.
we talked about his mugshot and how that was going to go down in history.
This one.
They're giving this guy.
the flag behind him with his fist in the air.
They're giving him the golden eagle, like literally. They're giving it to him.
Yeah.
He has a survived assassination attempt. You know, they've got Andrew Tate had said, and I'm not a fan of Andrew Tate, but he's like, first they try to buy you. When they can't buy you, they sue you. When suing you doesn't work, they
put you in jail.
Try to put you in jail. When putting you in
finally
jail
they try
doesn't
to
work,
kill you.
they try to kill you.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the stages that Trump has gone through.
Yeah.
You know,
Me personally, like, two things. You asked a question in the beginning. You're like, what were you like thinking or feeling when this happened? One of my first thoughts was like, oh no, Nikki Haley's going to be president. She's going to represent the GOP. Fuck.
could you imagine?
But no, I couldn't. That
would
was
be a bigger
that was
tragedy
so
than the
bad.
assassination.
Yeah, I think I'd vote for Trump. I mean, I think I'd vote for
I'd vote
Biden.
for Biden too.
Yeah, I think so.
The same thing.
But like, if you put a gun to my head, I don't think this was some libtard that was, like losing his mind. I don't think so.
You
There's
don't think
no way.
he was gaslit
No
on
way,
4chan?
dude. This was bigger than that, bro. This was CIA.
The hesitation from the Secret Service and the police is very strange to me. Because I feel like if it was me and I was 150 yards away from Joe Biden on a roof with a gun, I feel like I would have been shot a bunch of times.
Right.
I think I would have been shot climbing the ladder. I would have been shot driving there. I would have been shot in my house 3 days before.
thinking about it.
You know, I don't quite understand how that happened, and I don't think they're ever going to be able to explain it to us without it being conspiratorial.
No CIA agent would allow, or Secret Service, agent would have allowed Trump to say, hold on, let me get my shoes and let me stand up and say something. That would have rushed him out of there.
I love that.
I mean, me too.
Let me get my shoes.
Let me get my shoes.
Well, he was putting up a fight.
Yeah, there's a hot
He
mic.
was fighting.
Can you imagine?
Well, he had an easier time. It was all women, you know.
But
I
can
know,
you
that's
imagine
another
if
thing.
it was
The
like
fuck?
Biden's not really fair because he's kind of stationary until somebody moves him. But
Imagine if they tackled Biden.
He would have died.
he would have died.
Yeah, he would've
But
died.
can you
One of
imagine
those
if it
polls.
was
It's a death
Obama?
sentence.
He would have hightailed out of there. He would have ran himself. The Secret Service wouldn't have been able to catch
Yeah,
up.
if you
with him.
watch the Secret Service when Reagan almost got shot, dude, he was out of there in 2 seconds,
2 seconds.
bro. Out of 2 seconds. They were just like, what do we do? All right, get him up. No way. You pick that fucker up, you cover him, and you're out. Like, I don't know, man.
Can you imagine being one of those Secret Service people?
They have
And,
to dive.
literally, they made a wall around him.
I know.
It reminded me of. Did you see the assassination attempt of Prince Charles?
Yes.
And he's like fixing his cufflinks.
Yeah.
And 2 shots go off, and he just looks over
What the
to his
fuck?
right.
Yeah.
And he didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't move. And I don't think people really are giving Trump the credit that. I mean, you could call it stupidity, you could call it shock, but I think a lot of people in that situation, including some of the Secret Service, you could see on their faces that they were
They're
scared.
terrified, yeah.
There's a picture of one woman
Yeah, she
who
was
was a
scared.
huddle,
Yeah.
and then she was like ducked down behind the huddle. It's supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be blocking it, honey?
she was using the mall as a shield.
But you sign up like that's your job, and most people assume just based upon the statistics that you're
That's
never
not
going to be.
happen.
You're gonna
never
have a
gonna
good day
be
at work.
You're just going to be, and it's the same thing with, and that's another thing with law enforcement in general. They don't get the credit they deserve because
or
it's
firefighters.
like you have a town like any town that surrounds us now that like
don't got nothing going on.
Everybody expects that they're coming home at the end of the day.
It's that whole thing with the good times breed soft men, and political, like throughout history, politics has been deadly. There was like up until like JFK, even I guess maybe even the 80s, like Suron, like since the 90s up until now, this stuff doesn't really happen. You got George Bush dodging some shoes. You hear some like weird random
Remember
stuff.
that?
Yeah,
That's funny.
he dodged the shit out of that.
The reporter was just like,
Yeah, both of them.
Who was that again? Was that Bush?
It was Bush.
Bush,
The son.
Bush that dodged
The
the
son,
show.
yeah,
The son.
from the reporter.
George W.
Yeah.
But either security had gotten so good that it became kind of like a moot point. Maybe that's what it is, a moot point.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just people get like lax. They don't expect it as much anymore.
Yeah. I don't know.
But people have been saying, Tucker's been saying that this is setting the stage for
Yeah,
this.
Tucker and Alex Jones talked about it. Nick Fuentes
We've been
talked
saying
about
it on the podcast.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's kind of been saying it. Like we just never thought it would like happen.
Yeah.
And then when it starts happening, it's just like, dude, no matter how you feel about the guy, like nobody deserves to fucking die. I mean, it's funny. I call my mom. I'm like, Ma, your wish came true. He got shot. She's like, did he die? I'm like, no. She's like, fuck.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, geez, Mom.
That's terrible.
That's not a good Catholic woman. She despises that man more than anybody in the world.
Yeah, I get it. I despise a lot of people. I'm not like wishing.
I'm not wishing death,
headshots.
but like people,
Especially somebody you've never even spent 3 seconds
it's just
talking
like,
to.
yeah, well,
But that's what happens when
that's what happens.
if you watch CNN every day, you're dealing with this guy is like Hitler incarnate.
evil.
He's evil.
He's evil.
He's evil, and he's a threat to democracy.
And women and trans and
He's coming for your
immigrants,
rights.
minorities, like, but like, is he though? Like, I don't think so. Like, when he ran the country from 2016 to 2020, none happened. Like,
Yeah, but you can't say that to these people.
They have a whole list of a whole list of things that he did do that you're like, wait, what?
That's why I'm saying
He didn't jail,
I
like,
wish they didn't.
African
I wish
Americans.
people at these. I wish everybody would just get on the same page. Stop talking to reporters. Like everybody at why are you talking to ABC?
Yeah.
Why are you giving them anything?
Yeah.
If I would be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not giving you a statement.
'Cause there's
I'll
nothing
write my own
true.
statement on Twitter. You know what I mean?
I don't need you.
I don't need you anymore for anything. Stop talking to journalists. Stop watching their shit. Stop engaging with their posts. Call them a terrible name that used to get you kicked off but doesn't get you kicked off anymore.
is Elon?
And then block them and just deal with. I mean, I'm saying enough is enough with these fucking people. Fuck them.
You've been saying like reporters, journalists need to be like hung and executed in public.
They need to be tarred and feathered.
Yeah. The question is like, and I want to know.
Politicians need right alongside of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
They all suck. They're the worst. But like, was it some idiot, lunatic, mentally challenged, liberal that just lost his mind, or is this bigger than that?
I don't know yet. I don't know. It could very well be. Sometimes it's just a guy with a gun can change the world.
100%. You're right.
Sometimes, but I mean, the reaction time is what gets me. It's not the incident itself, not it being able to not like the whole stage, the whole scene isn't so far out of like bounds of understanding for me that I would be like conspiracy.
Yeah.
But the reaction time from these guys, it's the only thing.
It's suspect.
It's super sus.
So, like, it's so funny because 2 weeks ago I was talking about like the deep state wants Trump to win now. That's why I thought, because they put Biden out there looking like a Riri.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, wait, maybe the deep state doesn't want Trump in there, because obviously, I think gun to my head, that's what I think. There's no way that just, I don't know. I'm just so.
Well,
I'm so black
the
pilled.
conspiracy now is like they're gonna get Biden.
They're gonna get Biden
and blame
next.
one of us,
Like, yeah,
and then to swing the pendulum. But
I don't want to get to a spot where I literally don't believe
anything.
I take as much of it at face value as I can, not even because I truly believe it,
Just
or
'cause you don't
like
wanna be-
it's just
you don't wanna be
mindful.
it
like
doesn't- well, you know why? Because it doesn't fucking matter.
It's true.
It doesn't matter.
It's just a little scary.
Nothing. It is scary.
It doesn't
but-
matter until it does, and one day it's
But
going
it's been a
to.
long. One day.
One day.
One day.
I'm listen. I'm of the nothing ever happens.
Do you
camp.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
it's
no, I
just,
get what you're saying.
I'll take it all, and it's fine. And it's almost like I almost like a lot of the times, like with 9/11 and it's stuff like that. I'll take the position where I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to.
You don't want to think like that.
No, I just want to pay. You just give pay the people that were involved that have nothing to do with it the respect that they deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just
Innocent lives,
and I
yeah.
don't talk to people about it. And it's, I mean, I'll talk to you guys about it, but I don't.
But not you're not projected out
it's
there in
not.
the world.
I also don't. I don't fish for information as vigorously as I once did, just because it made me angry and it made me. I didn't like the person that I became, and it's. You know what the first thing I did when I saw this? The first thing I did, like in my head, because that's where I went on Facebook. And
Yeah.
I'm like, who is applauding this shit?
Which
I want to see
boomer?
who is applauding
Which-
this shit.
Which
You know?
tattooed liberal
Which
NA
person-
girl is?
Yeah, who do I know that has children and a husband and a father that's applauding this shit so that I could literally call them a vile human being?
Yeah. Nobody wants to get fired, but a lot of people are saying it.
That's just, I mean, that was, I saw one that was one post
Like
that was
teetering?
kind of just like,
Almost
I think it
there.
said like, I'm tired of, I'm tired of the virtue signaling. We need to treat evil for what it is.
Yeah.
Or that was the closest I saw to anybody co-signing what happened. When it came to like my Facebook friends,
Yeah.
I really was expecting, like I was looking at like,
this could have been the best day
I was
ever.
looking for specific posts from specific people,
Yeah.
that I knew that
they were
like,
unusually
and I was,
quiet.
and they were unusually quiet, and
It's
I
because
was
they want people to believe that the
That they're good
right
people.
has a monopoly
Yeah,
on violence,
on evil, yeah.
yeah, and it's just not. I don't think that that's the case.
and I don't want to be that person.
I don't blame you for not wanting to
hate
do that. I get
just,
it.
you
I
know,
just lose myself sometimes, especially, and it's Twitter's fault. You know.
Yeah, it's designed that way.
It's designed
It knows
that
what
way.
I want to
It
see.
does. Yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. It's very smart. And then I just deep dive, and I don't get angry, but I get questioning. I start to question everything. But it's not a good space to be in, like you said, because A, most likely nothing's going to change, but B, one day.
but my mental state.
Shouldn't-
And I hate being
Yeah.
that angry person.
It doesn't
that
make me
thinks,
angry.
I'm not.
It makes
I'm
me
not
angry.
mad. I'm not mad. I saw it like there's
Sometimes
a guy.
I just want something to happen.
Well, that's as
like-
sick as it sounds.
I know it sounds so sick.
There was a part of me that once I realized that everything was a-okay, like it wasn't the tragedy that I initially thought it might be. There's a part of me that went, nothing ever happens.
right.
You know,
right.
I'm like, God damn it, nothing ever happens.
Fuck, man.
This could have been the
This
thing.
could have been, it could have been huge. But
What?
now, like, you wait
I
and
still
see.
don't believe that he's
You
going to
think-
win the election.
Oh man, they just gave it to. I mean, you can't, dude.
It's like a layup.
It's a layup. He's ahead as it is.
He's plus, the odds changed. It came down even more.
You can't. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you hate Trump.
Oh,
you can't.
They hate it. The
I'm
people
just
that
saying,
hate him are
I
gonna
get
hate
that,
him.
but there must be a large majority of them that even as much as they hate him, who watched that, who went, "Fuck." God, like
He's kinda cool.
He came out looking pretty cool,
Kind of cool, yeah.
kind of brave,
Large majority of the
and really lucky.
bodybuilding world
you
is
see the-
definitely conservative. That's for sure.
My
Did
whole
you-
feed. I lost some followers because I posted the Ziz thing. I know. I know. I lost like.
Did you
five
see the
people.
video footage of that you were talking about of the 50 Cent concert?
Oh yeah,
Because that was awesome.
Yeah, 50 came out. A lot of people did.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love the memes, dude. I'm all
I mean,
for
the internet always wins.
it. Internet always.
They're
wins.
all, yeah, they're not.
I'm just here for the memes, like Michael Jackson with the popcorn.
yeah. Michael Jackson and Thriller.
Yeah.
Even my partner who's apolitical and he's getting he's like I want to say he's like 4 or 5 years behind us. Like he's like libertarian now. Like he just wants to be left alone.
Right.
But he's also like getting into like the sovereign, you know.
He wants to smoke pot and not pay taxes.
I'm waiting for him to be like, did you ever hear of Hollow Earth? You know, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
But he sent me a picture of that dead guy's face this morning. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Dang, you know.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
Of the guy that passed away.
No, the shooter.
The shooter.
The shooter's headshot.
He is.
There is a photo of that.
I don't know if
See,
it's
what-
real, but
what
like
are you
it's-
on?
I didn't
What
see it.
platform are you
he
on?
doesn't know.
I don't do it
He
anymore.
misses out on Twitter, and it's probably better for him
do
because
you
it would
want-
make him.
Do you want to know? And the truth,
You're missing out on some
The
fucking
on-
fun
He
stuff,
is
dude.
missing it. It's the greatest
But the
platform
honest
out
truth
there.
is that I have, and I don't know if I'm just an idiot, but I have.
You're missing Kid Rock.
Yeah, Kid
I
Rock.
saw some, but you got to
You mess
also
with
think.
me.
He's donating.
You mess with Trump, you're messing with me. I love it so much. It's
I
fucking
stopped
crazy.
caring about Kid Rock when
Look
Joe
how
C died.
mad he is, dude.
Yeah, he's mad.
Look how mad he is. Look at him. This is he pointed that camera right at his face, and he said, "You fuck with Trump, you fuck with me."
Remember Joe C?
But he donated $50,000,
$50,000, yeah.
to the victim,
family.
to the victims,
Yeah,
of
the
that.
victim's family. Yeah,
Which I mean,
the-
make cringy videos, but he puts his money where his mouth is. This is a great picture
AF is
of
losing
the diversity hire Secret Service woman hiding behind the group. Have you seen the women's stuff that's come out of this?
No.
One girl couldn't holster her gun. It's the funny. I'll send. I was just gonna show it to you. Maybe I can have them like put it up. But do you know what a mall is in rugby? Because I swear to God, the first time I ever saw one, it's when everybody packs together and you charge downfield. This is exactly what I did the first time I ever saw a mall because I didn't know what
You hit behind.
Can you guys see it?
You just walked behind it, not knowing what was going.
It's the funniest thing ever. Look at her just not know what to do. She's like, we're going this way? Am I going that way?
yeah. I saw that. Who's that?
First day on the job.
Who's that black dude that has the podcast that just shits on women all the time? What's his name? Like something with an M.
I don't know if I'm into that. I'm not sure I'm into that.
He's just like, this is
Do you
why
have
you
the
should be in the
the
kitchen.
dead guy photo?
Oh, yeah. I have it actually saved to my fucking camera roll for some weird reason.
That's kind of weird.
I know.
Probably because you have shared photos with what's his name, Alan. And
No, I saved it to my camera roll.
That's
I
kind
was
of
going to
weird.
make it a screen.
You're like a
screen.
weirdo.
I was feeling pretty patriotic last night.
Yeah. Did you start? You run down the street and in your hometown with the American flag.
I saw that Underground posted the meme. No.
That was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one
I
where he
lost
lost
some
followers.
followers,
Yeah,
yeah.
he lost some followers.
Oh,
He said that.
okay.
People are upset about that.
What's how many followers? do you have?
5.
5. Okay. In
I don't want you following me if you can't laugh. I mean, it's funny.
It is funny.
If you can't laugh about it, what can we do? It's not like I'm coming out and like being like, roll tide.
No,
Let's do this.
we're just laughing.
Yeah, we're just laughing.
This is funny.
He hit a pose.
He sure did.
Some of the
album
best,
cover-
some of the greatest pictures of all time have come out of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
He looks
I'm
like
all
a
for
G.
like tar and feathering journalists, but the photographers, those guys deserve some
A1.
because they're not scared at all.
They
They're
stay
like,
right there.
they're in there.
We're in there. We're getting the shot, or we're gonna get killed.
Yeah, photographers and videographers, they don't give a fuck, man. Even like during like 9/11, those people that were right there.
Meanwhile, you get that fat BBC guy laying in the grass, like fucking 500 yards away from where anything even happened. And people just walking,
Waiting
past
for the
him.
all clear.
Waiting from who?
Yeah.
You know?
So I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. He was playing golf this morning. Trump.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was playing golf.
Yeah. Somebody said he shot
Yeah.
at 7 p.m. on the tee at 9.
Yeah, I thought he
Damn.
was heading to. I thought you were going to. I don't know. Did you stay up and watch the UFC? Was there a big UFC yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't
I
watch
think
it.
he was supposed to go to
He was
that,
supposed to go,
but then he
he was like,
You know who was even angrier than Kid Rock was Dana
But-
White.
I bet.
Dana White.
I
was
bet he's losing
mad.
his mind.
And Dana White is somebody I wouldn't be too concerned if Kid Rock was mad at me, but Dana White, I wouldn't want Dana White mad
Yeah,
at
the
me.
dude. I don't know. The guy who won one of the fights was just like, I know they tried to take out my boy Trump 2024.
What they need-
they
what-
love him in UFC.
they need like a
Why is that?
cohesive like pushback. They
He's a
need
very
somebody.
macho, like alpha.
Yeah.
You know, you have a lot of guys in there, which they're not the people that I enjoy because I kind of feel like they taint the sport a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a lot of Andrew Tate-esque people in the UFC.
Yeah, even like the fans though, like he comes out in UFC and people lose their mind. He's like, it just makes me wonder how can he not, like, how did he not win, and how can he not win going forward? Because everywhere he goes, people like lose their mind.
Well,
like,
I mean,
he,
if-
like,
I
he's
think
like
that
a
if you-
polarizing, he's like the Beatles.
I think if you really examine it, that there's definitely an alpha component to professional sports in general. Even though I don't really, I mean, I enjoy them. I don't care about a majority of them enough to like really pay attention, but there's definitely an alpha component to competition.
Yeah,
So, the people that are paying to go see these events, you would assume that they are big fans of said competition. So
They're gonna love
They
him.
are going to. He's going to get the same. He would get the same response at the Super Bowl. He would get the same response at the World Cup. Like maybe not the World Cup, but Stanley Cup.
Where is he not getting a good response?
I know the NBA hates him.
Like a gay pride parade, maybe.
Fuck. Yeah.
That would be. But I mean, what's the the majority of Americans are like I don't. Where does Trump go? Where you can get a crowd of people who would like really like hate him, like boo him.
I don't know. A lot of teachers don't like him.
Probably a World Cup game where there's like other
Jesus
nations
Christ,
involved.
Fucking teachers.
A lot of teachers don't like him.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, a lot of teachers are not fans. If you are a union, you are most likely not a Republican.
I don't know about it. I think the union's got.
I think the unions have come around to him, especially considering a
But
lot of the
it's
unions.
just selfish. It's just money. It's not like you're a pipe fitter and you're for Biden.
Yeah.
No, it's because your union rep is telling you
To go.
You'll get more money or something because Republicans want to break up unions. Is that even true?
The
Is that even true
it used
anymore?
to be. I don't even think it's true
I don't think it is anymore.
I
It
don't
used to
know.
be.
I don't know.
I know most guys in the union. I know most people I know in New Jersey, which is a blue state, right? Mostly blue state
It's a blue state.
It's
for
a
sure.
blue state because of a few cities,
because of a few cities.
inner city areas.
North City. North,
All
North
those
City.
County
counties,
is red.
all the counties with money is red.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've had Republican governors here, so
Yeah. Chris Christie.
I don't know when the last time this state voted for a president that was Republican.
I think it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's been a very long
So
time.
we live in a fairly mixed state.
However, you have the
I don't know, and I don't know
don't
too
know a
many
lot of
people are coming out to
that are
vote for a
Democrats?
presidential election than they are their own governor. I mean, that's just a fact.
Yeah. My whole family is Democrat. I mean, my father is a Republican, but like my sister and my mother and my cousins, my aunt and uncle, I mean, they fucking hate Trump with a passion. And
Is
you
it are they voting with their hearts?
I don't really know. I can't tell you that. I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with the rhetoric, like you and John were talking, like we all three of us were talking about, that all like these lies that were, we call them lies, they call them truth, that was spread about him, that he is like some fascist dictator, racist. Obviously, the women I can understand because, he's a piece of shit.
Women shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Don't say that.
I mean, can we just stop with the bullshit? Like,
What's that? What amendment was that? 19?
what appeal to 19?
Oh, mom, he's kidding.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Come on. I don't know if you're
I want you to come to Thanksgiving.
I don't know
again
if you're
this
going to be
year.
invited for spaghetti and meatballs.
I'm just
next.
joking.
No, he's just kidding.
Women should, landowners should vote.
Correct, landowners. I like that.
Yeah.
But like he's a piece of shit as far as like impregnating women and fucking being like a slapper in the pussy or whatever the fuck he said. Is that what he said?
Grab
her.
gotta grab that pussy. You don't slap. I mean, you can slap it.
I
If you
slap
want.
that shit sometimes.
Give it a little smack.
I mean, and it's not. It's a. What do you call that when like I guess you go to college and you weren't like when you're an athlete and you weren't given a scholarship, you weren't scouted, you just show up,
a
try
walk-on.
out. Yeah, and he was a walk-on.
Yeah.
and they hate him because he was a walk-on. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't,
Yeah, he did nothing to get there. He just did it
he
because
just showed up, and they were like, "Yeah, okay."
He has an abrasive personality. I can see why women don't like him.
Of course I could.
And I can see why soy men don't like him.
Yeah,
I get it. He's a threat.
he is. He's everything that like a regular congressman wouldn't, or I'm sorry, not congressman, but like anybody that was in politics would be. He's totally different, and that's why people love him.
Yeah, well,
you know, like I wouldn't say I love him. I don't love him. I think he's a fucking idiot sometimes, but he's entertaining, and like I just know because I'm 40 now, 2016. However, I was 32 years old. So I was just starting to like, I was clean for, a couple years, 5 years. I was starting to like get some money, I was living on my own. So I saw that like things were a little bit better. I was getting a little bit more money in my check. I could spend a little bit more money at the grocery store. Everything was just a little bit better. And that's why I think it's good. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. You vote with your wallet. I just think he brings like common sense to like just regular stuff. Like the fact that it's 2024 and people are still like there's only two genders, like is the fact that people are still saying that and people are engaging in this type of shit. That's why you have to have a Trump-like figure, and you have to have like a right hand man, like a Mark Antony, to like direct.
It always goes back to Caesar.
Stop. Everybody who's counter signaling Trump now needs to be just blocked and shunned and bullied. Anybody who's like okay with what happened yesterday needs to be blocked and shunned and bullied. Like there needs to be somebody who rises up out of this and just gets everybody on the same page. Stop engaging with journalists. Stop following people like Destiny on Twitter. Just block him.
He's the worst.
Stop engagement farming.
He said that he deserved this.
Yeah. Destiny's.
He sucks.
He is such a cuck. He's a 5'2" cuck. He's everything that the right, when taken to its logical progression, like you could say the left rather, when taken to its logical like progression, it is like Destiny in like a 5'2" literal cuck. Like, please fuck my girlfriend in front of me. Like like there is no everything is
we're definitely
fake.
going to be appealing this one for monetization.
Everything we're not monetized anymore. But I mean,
that's why the check stopped.
And you could say like the right, when taken to its logical progression, would be like utilitarian, like fascism.
Yeah,
I get that.
I do too.
But as of right now, the bigger threat. I mean, I would just wish there was somebody somebody like Tucker would start to like tell people how to behave. Like stop.
But he is, and they won't listen to him.
No, he's not. He
was literally saying in every interview that I've watched of him, like, he is saying things like, it is not okay to take another life. He's saying, I have no emotional attachment to any country other than my own. Like, no, but they won't listen to him because even that kind of talk,
the regular people need to just they need to like literally like just stop being nice, block. Stop engaging with it. Just completely shut it out and just be single-minded. Like, stop allowing these people to even have a conversation with you about any of it. Don't talk to them. Don't give interviews. Don't give firsthand accounts.
No more static.
No more static.
Yeah.
And anybody who counter signals anything going on the right needs to be just weed them out. Just see you later. You're on the left. Have fun. Be an island. I'm serious.
No, I mean,
it's the only way forward. That's why I'm saying like Nick Fuentes is like, for the last 2 months, this guy's been calling Trump a Zog shill for 2 months, and then all of a sudden there's an assassination attempt, and he's
losing his mind.
Yeah, he's calling him the God King again.
He's losing his mind. Like Trump.
But you spent 2 months counter signaling Trump because of his relationship with Israel, and it's like, at what point are you just going to say
aligning himself with like JD Vance and like
and not going along with Project 2025,
which I've yet to read, but it's kind of crazy.
I don't know, dude. I have no idea,
because that's what a lot of liberals will be like. Oh, Project 2025, it's fucking fascism, dictator.
Now, what is that? Because
it's supposed to be like the Republican direction. And it's supposed to be like very
like a book, a manifesto, or is it
just a thought? It's kind of like a campaign.
Yeah,
right.
Like bullet points.
Yeah, like this is
I'll tell you what it is right now. I'll look at
it. Maybe not. Maybe we do that off camera.
I mean, it's out there, but like Trump denounced it. Not denounced it. He just didn't give its I guess clarity.
Wings
yeah, exactly. And Nick Fuentes was like, "Fuck that shit. You're a shill." You're killing him. And then yesterday he was almost crying on camera. Just like, they killed my daddy. He almost tried to kill my dad.
Yeah, but he has been counter signaling people on the right, like the Baptists, and
he hates them,
but
so much.
I like why?
I don't know.
It's like the same team, dude. Project 2025 promotes a collection of conservative and right-wing policy proposals published by the Heritage Foundation. Oh, that's why Trump won't sign up. To reshape the United States federal government and to consolidate executive power.
What's the Heritage Foundation?
Super right-wing.
Yeah,
Like,
really right. Like really,
right.
really right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actions of liberal politicians in Washington have created a desperate need and unique opportunity for conservatives to start undoing the damage. It just sounds like some fucking talking point shit. I wish you got... That'll never come to be. It'll just be like none of these policies will ever come to fruition, even if you want to talk about it. Myths and facts. I wish they could just give me a list.
No, they won't do that. You have to read the whole matter.
I got to read the whole fucking thing.
So I don't know, dude. We're gonna see.
So if anybody's listening at home, bully these people, treat them like shit.
Now,
block them.
who do you want to bully? People that are on Twitter and
Just
putting bad rhetoric out there?
anybody who's talking shit about the right and Republicans are this, Republicans are that, and
blaming us for everything.
Blaming us for anybody who says January 6th unironically, block them. Don't hurt them.
Right. Just don't
Block
engage
them in life.
Just
don't engage. Just walk away.
Anybody who tries to take the moral high ground.
I try not to talk politics with people that are.
No, I have a good friend who's on the left.
Donnie?
Donnie, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I up until really up until yesterday, I've always been like, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't. If you're pro-choice, I don't. I mean,
me neither.
I'm not going to talk you out of it.
Right.
You think women should vote? I'm okay. I get it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm with you. You want to have sex with men, and you want to do it. Do it hard. Do it in the bedroom hard. I don't care. You want to change your gender? It's weird, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, fuck you all. Fuck every one of you.
Try to kill my president.
Try to kill my boy. Lionheart.
Manny man.
You guys are pushing me.
He's going
You're pushing me to say things.
Did you listen to the new Eminem album?
No, I heard that was gay. I heard it was literally like I heard he was making fun of people for not wearing masks. And
Was he?
I didn't hear that.
I didn't pick up on that.
I didn't hear that. But he made fun of Diddy.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I thought it was funny. We made fun of Diddy, so he's kind of like us.
How long has the album been out?
Since Friday.
I haven't heard one song off of it.
It's not very radio
You're not
friendly.
going to, yeah.
Why isn't it radio?
Because it's
friendly?
like old school Eminem.
Because
where he's
there's no radio anymore.
there's no radio, and it's kind of like old school Eminem, like where he's just saying crazy shit. So I mean,
Is he saying crazy shit?
Some of it was pretty crazy. Yeah,
Like what? Vote for Biden?
he didn't say anything about right. He did talk shit. I think he talked
Didn't
shit
he
about
do
Trump.
a whole freestyle about like
Trump.
how
That
Trump?
was a little
Yeah,
weird.
that was a long time
That was a
ago.
little weird.
Yeah, he's a weird, but he also dressed up as a woman.
I
And
never-
it's kind of like the whole Diddy thing or Hollywood thing when they get you to dress up like a woman. You know they're part of the.
You're part of that
the cult.
club. You bought and paid
Yeah,
for.
Yeah. That's right.
Maybe he did it because didn't he in this first video ever he dressed up like Britney Spears? Didn't he?
Yeah. So
I never cared for him. I never liked him.
yeah, I liked him in the beginning.
I'm surprised. Even though you're strong distaste for rap, I'm still surprised that
He
you
said
didn't
some
go
wild
through an
shit.
Eminem phase.
Yeah.
Because he was
I had
the
I did have the CD, and I remember listening to it.
the first one, right?
We went to Wildwood for prom, and I remember listening to it in the car on the way down.
Yeah.
But I was more of I like Busta Rhymes.
Bust the
You
bus.
do like Bust a Bus. Well, before we get off the topic of violence, I want to just
I'm not saying we should be violent.
before we get off the topic of violence, I want to touch on the fact that I beat Scott in a jousting event.
I still want.
I got a cool picture of it too. I feel like we should give it to him and put it up. That was fun. I can't wait.
That was my segue into the.
I was just so you know, I was so exhausted by the time that happened that I didn't even remember it. When he said he beat me in jousting, I thought he was like joking because I don't even remember going against him.
I hear you.
But
You
I
wanna
don't
forget your losses.
understand
What don't you understand?
Why you were so exhausted by that time? It was like
Fat and out of shape.
Because I
dude.
am fat and out of shape, and I was trapped in the foam pit
But you were
twice.
trapped in the foam. The first time you were trapped in the foam pit was because I knocked you in there.
Let them know, John.
Wait,
We went
when
in
did
that-
we go?
You and I were the very first encounter.
No, the very first person I went against was Jimmy Starr, and I blasted him into
Who did
the
I
pit.
go? No, who did I? No, the
And
very
and you guys
first, because
didn't
that was
count
my
it.
first victory.
Wait, hold on a second.
I think it
It's
was a
on
practice
tape.
round.
Tell
Yeah, it
Justin.
was on practice
Tell him,
round.
Justin. Kick up. Tell
Hold
him what
on
it
a
was.
second. I just
John's first
I
go
want to
round.
be clear.
John's
here.
first go round was Scott. I don't know if it was Scott's first go round.
It was the first
Here's
go
what
around for
happened
anybody.
to-
Anybody?
Here's what
you guys
happened
were the
to
guinea
me.
pigs.
Wait, hold on.
I was sick.
Hold on.
I was
and
very
I got
sick.
very sick afterwards.
I got you.
Thank
I got you good.
I went against Jimmy Starr and won. I went against you and lost. I went against Charlie and then there was a draw. And by the time that happened,
you went against
I
me
was
and-
like I ran a mile.
Yeah, and
right.
then I
Those
I
foam pits.
eliminated you.
I think
Did
it's,
me and you go? I don't even remember
Yeah.
going against you.
Yeah.
See, I knew I had been in a foam pit before,
And how hard it is.
knew what it was going to be like when you fell in there. So
I have not been in a foam pit.
I was
before.
as soon as I went in, I was reaching. Somebody pulled me out of here.
If I
like quicksand.
If I knew what I know now, I would have. When I was falling, I would try to have jumped like
Towards the end.
towards what Alan was doing, was
Yeah.
jumping towards
Yeah, where I thought I heard
the
him.
wall. But I was dead in the middle,
Yeah.
and the first time I had to get out of that thing,
Sunk.
I was done. I was like, oh, this is a fun.
So
That's the
let's-
hardest thing I've ever done.
So
in my
let's
life.
run through it. Let's do
Underground won.
Okay.
They did.
We did. We won the day. We destroyed you guys.
That's
in the
not
dodgeball.
fair. That's not fair.
All right, let's be real. Don't say
We
that.
didn't
There's
destroy-
a camera. No, you didn't
It was
destroy us.
embarrassing. The
don't-
first-
You're such a fucking liar.
Yeah, why
The
are you
first
incapable of an
time-
honest
That's
discussion?
not. That's not true.
This is why I
The
don't go
first
to you
time
for
we
my
played-
politics.
The first time that we,
because you
so
are
don't lie,
incapable
you
of
fucking
honesty.
trumper. All right.
Oh my God.
So the first time we played dodgeball, you guys fucked this up.
Destroyed
That's
us.
You
what I
guys
just
fucked us
said.
up.
Yeah.
That's what I just
You
said.
fucked us up. I'll
killed
give you
us,
that.
but you said that you
Then
destroyed
you
it.
both called me a liar for saying just what I just said.
No, no, you said you destroyed us and left it.
dodgeball.
No, you didn't say no, and you didn't say that.
can't
So
wait.
now you're
I
a
can't
liar.
wait for this to play
All
out,
right,
and we can
so
listen
yes,
back.
you destroyed us in dodgeball the first go around, which was by far the most fun.
because of our
That shit was
sleeper,
so great.
Jordan.
Jordan had a
who
cannon.
Apparently,
As a cannon,
what's the guy in baseball? The lefty, big, tall, white, goofy guy.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
Yeah, yeah,
He was throwing.
he had a
like,
cannon.
Underhand
Yeah.
sliders.
He did have a cannon. But then the jousting, which is I felt like a pretty big test of like physical strength, Paramount won.
Paramount won. Yeah, yeah. You beat us.
But that-
Thanks to Charlie Adesi on that one.
Honestly, I blame myself, and it's
That's a first
no
in
doubt.
42 years.
I blame myself. I did not show up physically. My
You were
my
gassed.
physical best.
You were gassed after-
I've been in better shape in my life, and it's my fault for
Your
not taking.
calves were-
I'll tell you what happened. I was my entire when we first found out about this. I'm gonna cut to 250.
You were going to drop 40 pounds in 5 weeks.
I was gonna drop, and I was on my way. I was doing it. And then I went on vacation. It's such good food,
right.
and just no
Yeah.
weights.
Summer.
And then when I got back from vacation, I got an eye injury. Remember that?
I do.
Well, first it got pushed back a week. Scott's like, oh, okay, cool. I have an extra week. I
Extra
got
week.
40 pounds.
I
even
got
though
a
I haven't
week to
lost a
just
pound yet.
waterlog.
But I was down. I was down. I was in the 260s. I was like 268 before I went to.
Right.
18 pounds is like 3 days of thiazide and 1 week of eating
Yeah,
clean.
you could drop 10 pounds in a week for sure.
easy.
For sure.
Especially when you're like not in good shape.
Yeah, when
Like,
you're 270, you could drop 10 pounds in a week.
So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
definitely, I think it was, I mean, and we definitely had the advantage because in the dodgeball, we did the best of 3. You guys won it. And then somehow they were convinced to push it to best of 5. And you guys still won.
we still won.
You
Yeah.
still won.
And then we ended up taking the
But then we
trampoline
did, just
jump.
for fun, we did it at the end because we had some time.
And
And
we
we went
smoked
like
this
10 for
shit.
10.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we
were
smoked.
tired.
Yeah,
We were
you guys-
tired.
they were tired.
We were tired.
Yeah, no,
we
I
had
get it.
won the day. We felt like it was
you-
accomplished.
Yeah, it was almost like
Everything kind of fell apart after the jumpy
obstacle course?
The jumpy thing. Well, the obstacle course was a disaster.
That's
Alan,
impossible. How do
Alan
children
just
do
went
that?
with David Groggins and decided to just start doing obstacles by himself. I was calling his name and he was like looking at me and not acknowledging that I was talking.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a
like, it was-
lunatic.
I really hope that there's camera footage, though, of Alan cheating and holding Justin down. because we were clearly ahead in the
I didn't
obstacle
know that
course.
was part of
Justin was the final leg.
Yeah, and
We didn't have rules. There was no rule that said
Well, I think it's just assumed that you can't
don't assume.
hold an opponent down on the floor.
like you're not allowed to go. I'm like, all right, Alan, cool. But that shit, I mean, I felt like a child again, dude.
we are gonna have to do that. It has to be a yearly.
It's gotta be a yearly thing,
And
100%.
I'm going to with me and John are both gonna start a Rocky Balboa training. And we're
And
gonna
prep for it.
Hey, I'm gonna start going. I have some
We're
free
gonna start hanging
passes.
frozen meats.
I have free passes there.
Do
I'm gonna
you?
start jousting little kids.
Just punting
I'm
little
gonna,
children.
part of my training protocol is going to be getting out of a phone pit.
I can't wait to see
Timed,
the video.
right?
I cannot
Yeah.
wait.
Timed.
Donnie better cook something up good.
Who knew that a foam pit was 8? I thought I was like,
I know.
You got engulfed.
I thought I was
You
getting
were gone.
I felt like I was getting waterboarded.
Disappeared.
I was having to move foam away from my
like
mouth because I couldn't
quicksand.
breathe.
Yeah.
It's like quicksand.
Yeah.
And I was standing.
The more you
up,
fight, the more you sink.
and I'm just going to walk through this. Nope.
No.
No,
You're
gonna
losing
have-
socks.
dense.
I'm
Yeah.
like, somebody pull me out of this. Get the jaws of life.
Yeah, no, that was a
Get
lot
my
of fun.
280-pound ass
I
out of here.
immediately, I didn't want to lose my socks, so I immediately pulled them off.
Listen, I told Donnie, I texted him on the side later that night. I said, if you make me look stupid.
Oh man, it would be such a good video. If
Would
you
it?
looked-
Would it? If everybody could laugh at me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great.
That'd be great.
That's my
dude.
favorite.
Oh man, I think it'd be great.
No, I think it's going to be a great video.
Me
though.
too. I would go back in
Nick
a second.
Castles and John DiNardo on the spinning wheel of death.
That was fun.
They,
Nick
they
Castle.
really shined.
Yeah. I
tell
had
you,
fun doing
Nick
that
Castles
jumping.
was a nimble
He was.
for 6 weeks out from a bodybuilding show.
Yeah, he was jumping
He was
around.
moving pretty good.
I'm
Maybe
just
it's just because we're overweight.
I'm just glad my knee didn't give
We're
out.
old. We're fat.
I used to be pretty athletic.
I was happy. I was happy with my performance with one ACL.
Yeah, you did a great job. It got to the obstacle course got so frustrating that
Oh,
me
the
and Justin
CrossFit guy
left.
did well. It was so
We went
shocking.
and did the skyline, the zip
Yeah,
line.
that was fun. I
We
got
did
some
the
good
we had
videos.
bumper
Yeah,
cars.
bumper cars looked fun. That place is cool as fuck.
we
So,
could have done the rock wall. Next time we got
I
to
don't
go.
think we could do it. Do you know how hard that is, bro?
I know it'd still be fun to try.
It'd be fun to try.
We could go to a place like an actual climbing place if you want for the
See who
next
can get to the top.
Isn't there another one like Skyline Trampoline or something? Isn't that like around
Sky Zone.
Sky Zone? Isn't that similar?
No, they don't have as many cool things as Urban Air. They
Oh,
have like a
okay.
whole field of trampolines for just open jump.
Yeah.
And then they have, I know that they have.
We should go on like a Sunday when it's all orthodox and just joust, play dodgeball. You ever see those kids? They go in buses over there.
Yeah.
It's fucking
They
crazy.
go on Saturday too because it's fucking. They go anywhere where there's AC.
No, they're not. You're not allowed to. If you're orthodox, you can't be jumping on fucking trampoline, can you?
I don't know.
I don't think you could play dodgeball
Yeah, you might be right.
or climb a wall.
You might be right.
Did you guys see? You guys see Artie Shafir's
No.
stand up?
Oh no, yeah, I watched it.
that?
Yeah,
No, I didn't watch it
It's
yet.
You
pretty
should
funny.
watch it tonight. It's
Pretty funny.
I thought it was really good. He was on Tucker recently.
John's a knee deep in presumed innocent.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think it's the wife.
You think it's the wife?
No,
I think it's the daughter.
I think it's the other prosecutor.
No, that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
I think it's the daughter.
I think it's the daughter.
Or what about this?
She's the only one that's like
The whole tied up thing gets me fucked up. Why? Like, damn.
Yeah,
like
maybe
the
it's not
wife,
the daughter.
The wife or daughter tied them up.
But what about, how about this?
what if it's him?
It's him.
Yeah, I hope it's not him. I
Why?
really don't.
Because he's kind of a dick.
Oh yeah, he put his
Are
hands
you
on her hard when she
at-
was like, "I fucked that blow," or kissed. He was like, "What?"
Are you up with, you're all up to date?
I'm caught
You're
up.
up to date?
Yeah,
Is his lawyer dead?
I think so.
No, I don't think he's dead, but I think he's out of it.
Yeah, so the black lawyer is going to take over.
Yeah.
She was
She's
great.
good.
She was great.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good. It's a good show, man, and it pisses me off when it's over. I'm like, "Fuck, man, I got to wait a whole nother fucking
I'm not
week."
used to
It's
that.
so unfair.
I'm just like, God damn
I
it,
used to be
Apple
able to
TV
watch
smart, man.
I used to be able to watch a whole show, like
Yeah.
a whole show in a night.
I'm
you know?
binging Dexter right now because I'm rewatching that.
Are ya?
Yeah, I'm rewatching it.
I'm
It's
watching
fucking
House
weird.
of Dragons. Which
How is that?
Yeah,
It's all right.
it's all right.
I'm binging Entourage.
I did that already.
There's a new show on Apple TV.
I knew you were gonna. I already know you're gonna say the Japanese one.
Yeah.
yeah. I knew you were gonna like.
I
that
forget
one.
the name of it. It was awesome though.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't watch the first episode. I was reading about it though.
It was really good.
Yeah, like
why did you think I was gonna like that?
Because it's Japan.
I
You
do
love
like that. I am a weeb. It's a great show. It's
I'm
really
gonna watch
cool.
it. I'm gonna
I
watch
think we
it.
need to make a regular schedule of various Paramount/Underground competition.
competition fun stuff.
Yeah.
What's the next thing we're gonna do?
I mean, I think.
Do you think we could do like? Do you think we can rent out like a roller derby?
Why is it always got to be uber physical?
Well, what else is it going to be? Do you guys want to play chess?
No, I don't want to.
Why don't we? I mean, it would
Miniature
require
golf.
a little bit of planning, and we do like a 10-on-10 paintball.
I'm in.
I would do that.
We would have to.
I've
we would
never
have to-
been paintballing
We
in my
would have
life.
to fish for some members, though.
Can we do competitive, like white water rafting? Like
How do you do that though? Just
whoever
survive,
whoever gets to the end first.
and you're still in the boat or the raft or
Yeah,
whatever it's
as
called.
long as somebody's in the boat.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I would like paintballing though because I've never done it. and I bet you it's
Volleyball
so
would be
much
super fun. 5-on-5
I'd rather
volleyball.
paintball.
I love volleyball.
I haven't played volleyball since I was a kid.
6'5".
I'm 6'3", and you know what my fucking vertical is right now?
An inch.
2
Yeah.
tops.
All right, so in 2 weeks, prediction. We're gonna wrap this up right now, but in 2 weeks,
Justin's got somewhere he has to go.
I mean, we're going on an hour. Who the fuck's listening? I got a guy pacing around outside. He's ready to fucking wrap it up.
Trump is going to
Yeah.
anoint Baron Trump, Augustus Caesar, and he's going to.
Who's his VP?
It's going to be his son.
Right. Okay.
No, he's going to. I don't know who he's going to go. with
JD?
his fucking he's going to announce it tomorrow, right?
I think so. But I want. Is he going to be alive in 2 weeks when we do this episode?
He's going to pick somebody that's so annoying and such a rhino.
Yeah.
I already know. Watch him. He's going to soften up. He's going to soften up because of this. He's going to be like John Lennon.
Everybody should love everybody.
Yeah,
ELE.
He's going to
Who said
totally.
that? Will Ferrell said that in one of his movies.
They're going to tell him to cool the temperature down, and he's going to cool it down, and he's going to be like forgiving and try to get everybody, and it's going to fucking blow up in his face, just like Julius.
Big Caesar guy. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks.
You know.
Get the